Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Hillbilly Kitchen. It's the day after Christmas, and I just tried to go live. It said I was going live. I wasn't going live. I couldn't pick it up on my stuff. My wife couldn't pick it up on her stuff. But it's a snowy day after Christmas. Let me turn you around here a little bit. Look out there, see the snow? It's snowing. So, let's set this back down here. You see my new 922, the really cool camera. It's picking up all this stuff here. You notice there's no lag. I love it. No lag at all. So this is that stuffed pork roast that we did the other night. Stuffed with jalapenos and cream cheese and shallots. I'm going to just chop this into little pieces. Let's see my recording level. Yeah, that's kind of high. So I'm using the cleaver on this plastic gig here because tapping that cleaver on that glass is really loud. These mics really pick it up really well. I haven't figured out how to tone that down at all yet. But kind of flying solo. Just trying to figure it all out. But we'll get it figured out, I'm hoping. Kind of like my website. I do have the www site. So far, it is unproductive and not doing well because I don't know how to manage it. I don't know how to put stuff up on there. I'm sure somebody's out there saying, oh yeah, it's simple, you just do this and this and this and this and this. Same guy just turned off both of his cameras on the laptop and I couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure out how to turn them back on, so I had to restart my computer. I don't know if that's a normal thing, a natural thing, or quite what.
I don't think you're broadcasting.
I'm not. I'm recording.
Oh.
So I'm gonna record this and then throw it up on here as soon as I'm done because I want to. So I got this stuff chopped up here. I am going to grab a paper towel and wipe my hands off a little bit. Gonna grab another dish right here because it's convenient. I'm going to set this other piece of that pork roast there. Fire this baby up. Oh. Pan over. Fire up the skillet. Hopefully find a little bit of, let's see, avocado oil. Because avocado oil is really good. And it's better for you than all that nasty old, whatever kind of oil you might want to put in there. Well, that's hot. Fire gets really hot, tell you what. Had one of those oh really moments. So we got a little bit of meat here, and there are 3 of us. My wife probably won't eat a whole bunch of this because she didn't particularly care for it a whole bunch. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. So I'll be a nice guy and I'll make enough. But if she wants some, she'll have some. But if she doesn't want it, the dog's gonna get fat. So, we'll go with half a dozen. We'll wipe up the counter because I got eggs on it and I'll have to wash the counter here in a little bit. And real simple. Take a fork and just scramble them. Everybody knows how to scramble an egg, right? I hope. Took me a little while to figure out exactly how to cook an egg properly. High heat gets it done right now, but medium-low heat gets it done properly. Alrighty. I am going to turn y'all's attention over to the skillet. Oh yeah, baby. A little closer to low than medium on them. I can hear the dog.
He had to rearrange himself.
The dog heard the cooking, so he had to rearrange himself to take a look, see at what was going on. We're going to take a little bit of the pops. Not a bunch, just a little bit. Sprinkle it on there. We're going to get the bacony stuff. The bacony stuff in there. And then the cream cheese jalapeno and pork roast. Hopefully we get it all in there. If all goes right, this is really going to be yummy. If it all goes south, the dog's going to get really fat. I'm going to step off camera here so I can wash my hands. Since you're sitting on half of my sink on top of a Hamilton Beach crock pot box. I don't know if you can see it from this angle or not. See? There you are. But back over here, move those eggs out the way. So we can see that thing cooking along, cooking along, cooking along. Got all this neato stuff going on. Kind of want to spread that out a little bit more. And we have cheese too. This Wisconsin Premium Mexican Cheese Blend. You know how them Wisconsin Mexicans are. They likes to cook. We don't want to make it too cheesy. Just a little bit of cheesy, because it ain't easy being cheesy. So we're at this stage, and this is the time I always have a real problem when I'm about ready to flip this thing, because I usually flip the empty side over. I think I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm going to flip the full side over towards the empty side and see how that works. When I flip the empty side over, it tears and does all kinds of weird stuff. Don't know if it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but we're going to find out. If it turns out ugly, it turns out ugly. Because here on the Hillbilly Show, we don't edit out the mistakes or the possible problems. So, yeah, we're getting more and more and more snow. Looks like we have about 4 or 6 inches out there. Between 4 and 6 inches out there right now. We're doing good. I'll probably be home tomorrow. You never know. So, with this avocado oil that we have in this pan, it looks like this is just going to tear too, so what the heck. We'll get the bigger spatula under there. And the little one. Oh yeah. It tore out a little bit. This is stuff my wife doesn't like, that brown crusty on the eggs. I try to avoid that. Try to avoid that for her because she doesn't like that kind of stuff. She just doesn't particularly care for it. So this is going to cook. I turn that heat way down on that. I'm going to have to cut this in half to be able to flip it to get this other stuff done. So should be just almost there now. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You've heard the expression cooking with gas. That's exactly what this is, cooking with gas. Cooking with problems. You know, this stuff happens. I got a friend out there, Bob Warnock, from high school, 100 years ago, from high school. I think he cooks in a restaurant, like professionally. He's going to look at this and laugh. If he looks at this, he's going to laugh and laugh and laugh on how goofy I did on this, and how terrible I did on this. That's okay. It's going to be really tasty, and I don't do this for a living, at least not yet. As soon as I start making money at Hillbilly food porn, I might, but I don't see that happening. It's all put together as fun and games for me. If you go to the link in the description of the video, you can go to my merchandise page and buy t-shirts and aprons and cutting boards like this one here. Yeah, I got my apron hanging on the key hook. So it's probably not going to come off here and show you what it looks like, but it's got my little logo on there. They're kind of cool. My daughter-in-law makes them for me. If you guys buy them, I have her make them and send directly to you guys. And I don't make money on them. I send them right out just so I can get a little bit of FaceTime advertising. Anybody else have somebody else packing my gear around? You get t-shirts and sweatshirts and leggings for the ladies, coffee cups and shopping bags, all kinds of cool stuff. There's fitted tank tops for the ladies too, and if you're shaped like me, there are fitted tank tops for the men too. This is what this is. Basically scrambled eggs with a bunch of crap in it. I mean, a bunch of stuff in it. So, I can smell right now that it's going to be wonderful. I can smell right now that my dog is going to eat a bunch of it. So, it's alright. Leftovers in scrambled eggs works really well for me. I hate that word too. I catch myself doing it all the time when I'm scrambling for a word or scrambling to fill time. I think the air has to be filled with words or sounds at all times. Dead air really kind of sucks. Let me turn this thing up just a hair. There you go. Let me get the top of my head now. There it is again. So I'm going to load this up onto a plate. That one's already on a plate. And we're going to go sit at the table and watch my dog look at us. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for stopping in. For God's sake, please eat well. Stop by Big Top Farms Facebook storefront is Sweetgrass Hemp Co. For all your CBD needs, go check that out. Michelos B1, I believe it is another source. He doesn't sponsor me, but he's a friend. think that's about it. We're going to go eat. I'm going to go turn this thing off and set it up so it broadcasts out onto the World Wide Web. Make sure you stop by www.hillbillyfoodporn.com. Send me a message, leave me a message, tell me how I can do that thing better. Help me out a little bit, brothers. Thank you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. For God's sake, again, eat well.